Hi everyone, welcome to the channel and my name is Manish Tiwari. So in this particular video, we are going to talk about why your resume is not getting filtered out. You are updating your resume, you are creating your resume, you are changing your resume, like you are continuously updating your resume according to the JD, different JD as well. Still, your resume is not getting shortlisted. What can be the possible causes due to which it's not happening, correct? You are not able to get the calls from the HR side, or even if you are getting the calls from the HR, you are not able to crack that first 15 to 20 minutes of the HR discussion so that you can schedule a call for yourself for at least first round of interview. So what are the reasons? How can you optimize? How can you optimize the things? How can you build your resume in a better way? This is what we are going to talk about in this video today. So let's consider first thing that you are into IT sector itself, correct? When you say that you are into IT sector, you are working as a DevOps engineer, you have the 2 years or 3 years of experience, or you are into another domain within the IT itself, and now you are preparing your resume. You want to transition your career, you want to switch your organization itself, correct? So you are looking for a better opportunity, better package as well, correct? So what happens generally when you are going to create your resume, correct? You are going to create your CV or resume, whatever the preferred word you use. So you put all the skill set, correct? You put all the experience like in the resume, that this is my profile objective, the career objective. Then you put your skills, then you put your professional experience, then you put your educational background, achievements, and etc. But do you highlight those keywords which are relevant according to your skill set? Do you make a proper order of your points? Like just suppose that I know 10 skill set. I know AWS Cloud, Terraform, Kubernetes, Jenkins, Docker, Git, Linux, Grafana, Elk, Prometheus. You've done a trace, Splunk. I know your CI/CD pipeline, GitHub Actions, 10 or 20 number of skill set. But when I say I know 20 skill set, am I expert on all these 20 skill sets at the same time? Of course not. No one is perfect at each and every point. So how can you order the things what you know, correct? So if I know AWS Cloud as expert, correct? I am expert of AWS Cloud. I can get into anything. I can do the provisioning. I can like create the AWS service. I can work on that. If I have that kind of knowledge, I will put down AWS Cloud on the top. Then if I know Terraform, I will put it on the second level. If I know Kubernetes much, I will put it on the third number. If I do not know Elk, I will put it in on the last one. If I do not know Datadog, I will put it on the last one, second last, correct? If I do not know Docker in much detail, I will put it on the third last. So the thing what you know, that should be on the top priority. The thing what you do not know, that should be on the least priority, correct? So that's the kind of ordering you can do. Then your profile objective or career objective, which comes on the top on the resume itself, correct? Whenever you are going to create a resume, you put your career objective, correct? And that career objective should be having all those keywords or major keywords which are relevant to your objective, which are relevant to your job role, what you are going to appear for an interview, correct? So just suppose that I am going to appear for senior DevOps engineer or DevOps lead, correct? So for that I need to put those keywords in my career objective, this kind of thing, correct? So that you can enrich your resume as well. Then on the second position, you are going to put down your skill set, because when I'm going through your resume or anyone else is going through a resume, we are not much interested, or no one is much interested in getting into a story, correct? What kind of experience, what kind of projects you have worked upon, what kind of knowledge you do have, that clarify or that triggers your question, correct? From where the questions will come during your interview. So that kind of learning you can do. Then when you talk about professional experience as well, put your latest experience on the top, then second latest after that, correct? This way you can order that. So career objective, your skills, then your professional experience with the timeline that you worked with organization A for this particular time duration, starting from this particular like August 2020 to August 2025, correct? This way timeline you can put according to your experience, and then at the end you will put your educational details and achievement as well if you do have any kind of achievement. So that's the kind of order you need to put for your resume. Then sample resume you can get on my YouTube channel, that is already available. You can get the sample video and sample resume actually, that is in the video, and with the help of that you can put down some points as well, and you can create your resume as well. Okay. Then let's talk about how can you put your resume in a better way for the different kind of roles. So today you got a call from organization A and that is for DevOps. You will create your resume according to the DevOps role. Tomorrow you got a call that is for the SRE engineer. It's just equivalent. There are some differences rather than that. It's a kind of equivalent position, correct? So when you are appearing for the SRE, you are going to put down the same skill set, but you need to optimize your resume according to the SRE position. Troubleshooting, post-mortem, SLA, SLI, SLO, RCA, and all these things, correct? Change management, incident management, and everything. So you should create parallel resume, multiple resume, one for DevOps, one for SRE, one for production support, whatever the roles are suiting for you, correct? In which field you want to go. Accordingly, you can create your resume. So that's the way to put your maximum like multiple number of resume. Start applying everywhere. Reach out to the people over LinkedIn, correct? And that way you can grab the opportunity from others, and like you can be referred by anyone to their organization, and you can get a chance. Where should you create this resume? Whatever the format we talked about, correct? And you have to create this resume. Where can you create this? I would suggest that you should not go with the default application or the applications which are available to create the resume. Why? Because they just give you a template, and that does not look more neat and clean than the Microsoft Word. Whenever you have to create your own resume for any kind of roles, for any kind of skill set, just get into the Microsoft Word, put down your details and create your resume. That's a very clean and neat, correct? So that gives you more clarity for anyone to understand what kind of details you have written down, and based on that your questions and the interview will happen. Okay. One more tips towards that, how can you get maximum calls from the HR? Just reduce your notice period. That's the one kind of trick, and most of the things you can understand on yourself. So you can go with reducing your notice period. You can go with some changing your expectations, correct? So just suppose that you have 4 to 5 years of experience, or you have 3 years of experience, and you have put down your expectation as 35 LPA, while the market is offering you 15 LPA on 3 years of experience. So when you put more than the market one, correct? Even if it's right for you, you have already 18 LPA on 3 years of experience, and you are expecting 35 LPA after once you are once you have cleared the interview, correct? But for market it's high. So the moment it does not match with the market, the possibility of getting calls from HR side becomes less, correct? So you should put the number which should match with the market so that you can get the calls, and the moment you get the calls, then you can tell them the current number. Based on the current number, they can filter it out, whether they can expand or they can get up to that budget or not. So there will be higher chance of getting the calls at least. The moment you get the call, then you can define whether you want to go ahead or not, correct? Or the HR can decide whether they want to go ahead with you or not. So that kind of filtration can be done at that moment rather than getting filtered out before getting a call, correct? So that's the one thing you can do. Reduce your notice number, reduce your number of days on the notice period side, reduce your amount, the expected amount. Pass on the multiple locations so that you should not be restricted that I should be in this particular region only. I should be getting calls from this particular location only, correct? So you should be open for each and every location so that you can get the maximum calls, and then you can filter it out, correct? it should also be open for multiple positions. Like if you are appearing for the DevOps engineer, it should be open for DevOps engineer, it should be open for SRE, it should be open for platform engineer, it should be open for solution engineer, it should be open for senior DevOps, it should be open for DevOps lead. Because on a different organization, with a different organization, you can have different kind of position, what you might not be aware of, correct? So you should be able, or it should be open for each and everything. Whatever the opportunity comes to you, just accept it, and then you decide whether you want to go ahead or not, correct? So that way you can maximize the chance of getting the calls and getting shortlisted too. So let's meet in the training. If you are looking for any kind of training or the interview preparation bootcamp batch you want to appear for, you can drop a WhatsApp message on the number which is given in the description and on the screen as well, and we can talk later.